have one of those days where you have like hella little mishaps and it's literally driving you crazy? Like just mishap after mishap, just little inconveniences that are getting in the way of what you're trying to do. Like I ain't even had no breakfast yet, no lunch yet, and I'm being burdened with all these little things, and it's literally gonna drive me insane. Whew. So hopefully this just resets my energy a little bit. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is FAERIE, and today to show you 5 afrocentric art pieces that I think will touch your spirit. Now, these are all pieces that I made, but a few of the pieces I've shared have gotten a bit of love on TikTok, and people have been commenting about how it moved them, and so I kind of just want to talk about my process behind them. And yeah, in honor of Black History Month, they're all Afrocentric, even though most of my art is Afrocentric, and we're talking about Afro spirituality, Afrofuturism, representation, and just all of our feelings, holding space for our feelings. So think of this as like a little healing circle where we just chit chat about art and the feelings and thoughts behind these pieces. Okay, so we're gonna start with a crowd favorite, which is this self-portrait. I'll give you a chance to look. So this self-portrait is titled Coming Out of the Dark. I painted this about, dang, I don't even know, 2-3 years ago when I was, maybe 19? This smoke is so beautiful. With the light, the sunshine hitting it, I wish you guys could see it. Sorry. So I made this portrait when I was about 19. I'm 22 now, so you do the math, okay? I'm an art major, not a math major. Anyways, I made this piece when I was coming out of a long period of sadness. I was going into my second year of college, and I had dropped out of my first year for like half a semester because my first year of college was during the pandemic, and a bunch of just personal things. A lot was going on, and I felt like I was finally coming out of that period. I had come back to school, I moved back onto campus, and I was just feeling better about things. And we had just come out of quarantine too. And I was coming out of a lot of just negative thoughts about myself. I just got out of a relationship too. I don't know if I said that already, but a lot of things were ending, a lot of things were starting. But I want to talk about these details about how I'm still, like, the grass is still at my shoulders. So I'm still very much at the beginning of my growth journey. So that detail was intentional. Like, I'm still in that bit. I'm still deep in the ground, still got a lot to go. And this right here is just a sprout. You know, this represents growing into my intuition, growing into my power, growing into my, gifts, growing into myself, my spirituality. And it's just a sprout in this image. Yeah. It's also pretty raw because the picture I use for reference, I have no makeup, hair is completely natural, just very raw, just me. Like, this piece is just very open, very honest. I was coming out of a period of, like, a long period. I would call it one of my spiritual awakenings, and it was just a long period of pain, a year of just pain. And I was coming out of addiction, and just a lot of things. I was coming out of a dark space. So yes, that is this piece right here. That's what she represents. Let's move on to the next piece that has also been a crowd favorite. This is a series of pieces, but it's a collection, so I will show you. This is a series I made more recently, in the fall, this past fall, so just a few months ago. And it's called Old Souls. I don't know if I can show you this. I don't know if I can say this, so I'm just gonna insert a video. A little close up. Now this series, and yes, I made the plate too. This series has a lot to do with Afro spirituality. Let me bring you back to me. So there's this piece right here. This piece right here is either the sun or a star. I'll just put her next to me since my camera doesn't want to focus. And this piece is titled Starseed. I'll show you the next piece before I start talking about these pieces. This next piece is called Elderflower. And this next piece is titled The Ancestor. And this next piece is titled New Moon Eclipse. Sorry, my phone overheated. This is what I was talking about earlier with all of the little inconveniences. Like, it's actually driving me insane, but whatever. Okay. So back to the ceramic series. This is a lot to do with Afro spirituality. I wanted to reimagine entities that are older than us, that have been here way before us, that will be here long after us. Some of them. Through an Afrocentric lens. So this, the ancestor, oh my god, this focus stuff represents, you know, our ancestors. They have been here long before us, and so this is paying homage to them. The moon, love her. She's been here for so long, and yeah. She's very wise, very wise. This, of course, is Mother Earth. This is Mother Earth. We love her, so this is paying homage to her, very wise. And this is, hard to focus on this one because it's so bright. This one is the sun, or a star, or both, and the title is Starseeds. Yeah. Starseeds, Ancestor, New Moon, and Elderflower. Now, the Starseed one was inspired by this past summer. I went to the planetarium and they had this movie projected, and they were talking about how we are star stuff and how stars emit the elements that create us. And I was like, that clicked something in my brain. And I started making a bunch of star related artwork. Like I have one here. But yeah, and a few more like just about us and star stuff. I can make a video about all the star spiritual downloads I've channeled through pieces. But yeah. So I feel like I definitely channeled some energies through these pieces. And I love them. Okay, they were supposed to be magnets for my Etsy store, but I'm way too attached to them. Maybe I'll find a way to cast them or something, so that I can remake them, so that I can repurpose them. I made a TikTok about these, about both of the pieces I've just showed you, for collections, about the portrait and this one, and they've gotten a lot of love.
Oh my god! Wow!
But yes, maybe I'll cast them. But they were supposed to be magnets for my Etsy store, but they're just sculptures now. They're just a collection. Like, I can't separate them. They're family, and I'm part of the family. Like, they can't be separated from me. They got a lot of love on TikTok, and people were like, are these for sale? I'm too attached to most of my ceramic pieces to sell them. So, yeah. I just want to get like a cute little, you feel me? Okay, I'm done playing around. Let's just put it down. Let's move on to the next piece. The next piece, if you see rainbows on my face, it's because I have a sun catcher. Okay, Afrocentric piece. This is another ceramic piece. I call her my Venus face. And let me spin her around. Of course, she's a fairy. This is my Venus face. This is my Venus face. That's so fun. This is my Venus face. Yeah. There's not much to say about this. I always use brown clay to capture the beauty of dark skin tones. And she's a fairy, of course. Not much to say about this one. I just thought it was beautiful. A beautiful representation of a black fairy. I bought this sculpture a long time ago. I cannot remember from what artist or from where. It might have been Etsy. But it's a little like resin body. And yeah, a little resin body. And this is what I use for reference to build that sculpture. I'd link the person if I remember who I got it from. But yeah, so there's that, my Venus face. I like to put these felt flowers in her from Trader Joe's because I think the ceramic weeps water, so she can't hold real flowers. So I won't be selling her either because ceramic takes a long time, hours. Now, let's move on to the next piece. These are in honor of Black History Month, and they are my Poison Poppies. Don't worry, I will add close-ups so that you can get a good look at everything and everyone. They're inspired by, can you guess, the iconic Afrofuturistic movie from the 70s with icons like Diana Ross and Michael Jackson? Yes, The Wiz. I have watched that movie so many times. I love it, and I thought I'd recreate an iteration of the Poison Poppies. That's actually what I'm dressed as today, to match them, because I don't know. It's Valentine's Day, also happy Valentine's Day. But I'm dressed as a poison poppy today. Get into the green makeup. This is, they all have names. This is Madam, this is Flora, this is Iris, and this is Belladonna. And I like to ask, which one of these poppies is most likely to get you trapped in the field? Which poppy would you fold for? For me, I have a theory for all of them. This lady is like the madam. She like runs the whole show, gives directions to all the ladies, okay? The pimp per se. And this is Flora. I think she's one of the most dangerous because she looks all innocent, like, and welcoming, just chilling, like harmless. And then this one is like, you know what's up, but you don't care because she's so enticing. And this one is like, she's not even looking at you. She looks nonchalant, you know, minding her own business. Next thing you know, you got poppies wrapped around your leg. So that's how, that's my little storyline for them. I love the movie The Wiz, so happy Black History Month. That movie is a masterpiece. That movie is artwork. Okay, we're moving on to my final piece, which I forgot to grab, so I'm gonna go grab it. It's the way I had to take out every single piece of artwork that I own to find these fairies. Now, this next collection of pieces are called Fae Baes, and they are afrocentric fairies that I made this past summer, so more recent as well. Her name, this is Fantasy. Say hello to Fantasy. This, she is actually what inspired me to make the Poison Poppies. This is Lavender or Moss. I don't know which one yet. Tell me which name you like better for her. This is Princess. Does she remind anyone else of Princess Tiana? And this is Summer. I really hope these are focused, but I'm gonna edit some longer stuff in too. Okay, these are my ladies. These are my ladies. And yeah, this is Also another lighthearted collection of pieces, but look at this representation, okay? We've got a ginger black girl, we've got a black girl with locks, we've got a fairy with an afro fairy with puffs. Like, representation is important. And so these fairies heal a little part of my inner child. And I hope they heal a little part of yours too. They also come as a set, as a sticker sheet on my Etsy store, if you like them. But yeah, I had this vision for a long time. I forgot to mention that my Poison Poppies will also be available as a sticker. And I illustrated this little Poison Poppy on the back too. So yes, Poison Poppies, the Vase Fairies, and wow. Yeah, unfortunately, I think my video has come to an end. Now, I am an art major. I have so much art. I have tons of art. And I'm just gonna talk with my artwork as my company, because why not? Okay, which pieces would I like to accompany me in this closing out video? We're gonna do these too. So yes, I have so much art, and I could make all types of videos. I have done plenty of self-portraits. My self-portraiture is like a healing practice for me, and I've been through a lot of like really dark, intense things like mental health and you name it. I don't want to get into it in this video, but I have so many self-portraits, and I'd love to make a video unpacking like the details and the motifs and what they mean and the different experiences and pain and feelings I was channeling. I have a bunch of spiritual art. You know how sometimes I make a piece and I have a specific image in mind, and then sometimes pieces just come out of you. Like, a lot of times my best work comes from when I just start a piece with no plan and then it comes out. That happened with some of these ceramic pieces. Like the star one just came out, the ancestor just came out. And yeah, so let me know if you enjoyed this art video. I could make so many videos. I have so much art. I'm an art major. I've been an artist my whole life, so I could share art about my self-portraits and go dive into some of the deeper, more painful experiences that they touch on, because my self-portraits are used as a way of healing, to make something beautiful out of like some real intense pain. I have been through some really intense, like, dark things, and a lot of my portraits touch on that and find a way for me to get that out there, because I am a very happy person, but I don't tell many people the things that I have been through, and I don't think anyone would guess. But my artwork does have a way for me to express that and get that out there and for it to be seen. So I can go into my self-portraits and the meaning behind the motifs and choices I've made. I'll insert a picture of one of my favorite self-portraits that talks about some really deep stuff. And I ended up selling that piece, which is why I don't sell originals anymore. I'm too attached. Prints and copies only. My favorite comment about this one was that someone said that it seems like a story of a witch who just got her powers, or just started growing into her powers, and she's confused but also powerful. And it's so crazy how that is essentially a lot of what I was channeling through this piece. And there were a lot of comments like that, and of people just picking up on the energy I was channeling, and of the storytelling I put in the piece. I love storytelling in my pieces. So I just think that's so cool. Right. So I could just make so many videos about self-portraits, about using self-portraits as glamours if you're a little witchy, about all the fairy core. I have so much fairies and fairy doors and fairy core art that I could show you, and the stories behind them. What else? Yeah, I could do so many things, so please let me know if you're interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm a little hesitant or shy to post it because it's not what I usually post, but I hope people enjoy. Yep. I think that is literally everything. Quick short video about some art pieces that hopefully touched your soul and just meant to hold space for Black art during Black History Month. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope it was interesting. I don't know if anyone else wants to hear about my art or the meaning behind it, but I hope so. If you made it this far into the video, thank you. You are very appreciated, much appreciated. And thank you so much for being here, for holding space for me and my art, and for me to talk about it, and for viewing it. I am beyond honored. And yeah, see you in the next video.